better than me, yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, clarity, yeah. Determination, laser.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Ready? Mark 56. I got you, punk. Check three. SOS. Express.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready?
In your face.
Express. Watch twist.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're running it. Whip. Gun. Watch the whip.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 43 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On the return is Pettis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 6 right there. 56. White.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The 36-yard line.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 48-yard line.
Set. 180. 56 is the mic. 20. Gray.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
12.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you.
Hey, watch that.
8.
54. Mike, 54.
Out of the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 27, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go. Quit talking about it and bring it.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover. Under pressure, and they got to him again. D. Ford, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from second to third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56. 56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Rip right. Mike, 56.
From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving them a jerk.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Back.
Now it's the backup Greer. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Bravo. Ready?
2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready. And logo. Go.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
56 to Mike, boys. 50. Hey, Zoo.
We all
Get.
A final shot before the break. Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
56 to Mike. Hey, gun. Cut.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. 180. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second and 10, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at the 20. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's second down.
On the set. 56. Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
On second and 10, Greer nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, here's Greer. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch the pass.
They will run again with Coleman. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go. 180. 59. Let's make these 11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo flushed out right. Man open, it's Goodwin. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check 59.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Coleman. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Greer sets to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Greer now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield, Greer. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They find some open field here. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Out of the gun, Greer. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Garoppolo got his target, Samuel. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. Evades him at the 20. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. Bo Scarborough, 88 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's got to be a long day.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking